Anyway, so it's Shell's turn.
Yeah, it's Shell's turn.
Okay.
Oh.
We should probably do a recap, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Who hasn't given one in a while?
Am I giving it? I thought that's what you're asking me to do.
I mean, anybody can give it.
Okay.
How about a recap from the perspective of the boss monster?
He's just
okay,
like,
this
my
isn't
prey
going
has
well.
been deprived of me, and now it has returned.
I am
Okay.
Mr.
Yeah.
Clean
Great.
Blob 2000. It's the
I was
T2
paid to
version of the
clean the
same monster.
fort. It got dirtier in the process. I'm now in a berserk rage. Kill all.
No. I want to hear Shell's. She's doing a great job.
Okay.
This is already going amazing.
Wait, what do you mean? You want me to hear my rendition of the creature, or I'm...
Yes. Yeah, you're doing great so far.
But that's the thing. The last the creature had ever, like, interacted with Alarin was when she was brought in by the guards, and... I mean, I don't know the backstory of this creature. I don't even know what it is.
I'm a big shit that
All I
eats
know is that-
smaller shits.
All those masks are people, right? And they're like, okay. So...
Yeah, people who suck.
Yeah, so...
Burn?
let's see. The congregation wasn't quite as satisfying as the priest himself, but lo, a new morsel and a companion invisible to my own eyes was laid before me by the oblivious captain. But when I was in my approach, when I was sneaking upon my prey in the rafters of the citadel, she suddenly disappeared. I was bereft with a sense of loss. No! How could it leave me so? But yet, after a time, I heard knocks and a call upon the door. And yes, there she was again, but with more companions, more fuel, more to feed my ever incessant...
Hunger.
Yes.
Glorbulousness.
That's the word I was trying to grasp for.
For a creature that desperately needs to feed, it sure waited patiently for a week.
It was about 10 days. It's a long time to just hang out here.
So, and now,
No, that's good.
my long wait, my time of starvation has ended. I will consume all.
I like the idea of somebody goes up to the Blorbulus glob and is like, "Hey, dude, how's it going?" And he just like goes on a long monologue talking about how he hungers. And like the other
I'm
guys
doing
already left.
okay. My favorite restaurant has closed down for the week as the chef has decided to take a vacation to visit his family.
And he gives his
So-
opinion on not only the chef, the restaurant he works for, but also where he went. There's several other like insignificant details.
Yes.
My car has run out of wiper fluid, but I'm seeing how long I can go without getting more. It just squeezes back and forth and kind of smears it everywhere.
There's a
taken
little
just-
yellow indicator on the dashboard.
I've
I
taken to sticking
ignore
my
it.
head out the window and driving that way, like Ace Ventura.
It somehow bothers my passengers more than me.
They always ask me, Globulor, when are you going to replace your fluid? It only takes like 15 minutes. And I say every time I mean to do it, I always get distracted by Three's Company reruns on Nickelodeon at nighttime.
You would say everything out, like without any of
Yes.
the abbreviations.
Yes, not everything has to be intentionally elongated.
I love how you
His
took my
favorite
weird
pastime
voice
is
and
going
just
on the
ran along
thesaurus,
with it.
like opening up a thesaurus and trying to expand his vocabulary. Literally.
I acquire that from the memories of my food.
Well,
Like
no,
the
it's
crab
different instead of
monsters from
food.
the
He'd say like
1950s.
sustenance and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's like really
that's-
just trying to drag it out.
Good lord. Alrighty. So it's Shell's turn.
Yep.
I need to kill the video for a second.
How would you all like to eat at Thank God It's Friday?
Oh my God.
Well, it's not gonna be Fish Friday for you, sucker.
What?
That's what I say, right?
What is going on with my computer?
That's
This
what I'm
is
saying
really
to
weird.
Globular.
That was like a weird case of like self-racism.
Yeah. It's okay.
Well, it's not gonna be Fish Friday. I'm not gonna
You're
be
like,
Globular's
fish is not on
meal.
the menu. But every time anyone calls you a fish, you're like, hey!
Only I get to call. Only my people get to call each other fish.
That's our word!
Okay.
Anyway, it's
so-
Ellorin's turn.
yeah, Alarin.
Sorry.
Can you paint the scene for us? There's a tree protruding from the earth.
Okay, so
Slightly impaled it.
last time, more directly, what happened was you had chucked the explosive onto the wall.
Yes, and
And
Skitter detonated it.
No, Skitter didn't do anything. He didn't have the wand of detonation.
Oh, really? But I thought
Well,
that he
no.
threw a dagger at it.
No, so what happened was Drez had chucked a tree token to like pen the thing in.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked, but mostly it just made the thing like stretch up a little bit. Which
But then
made
it was within the blast
yeah,
radius.
made it suck up the explosive. So now there's kind of like a smoking, gooey top pustule looking thing for its head face. And it's wiped out a number of the masks and stuff like that, and the eye is gone.
Oh, the
from
eye
what
is
you can tell.
gone?
Yes. I don't actually know how much HP this thing has anymore.
You
We'll
have
just
to...
have to play it by ear.
Wait, you have your notebook right there.
Well, we're like probably what, halfway through the fight? Just cut it in half.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll figure it out.
You could just not admit that you don't know all the points.
It's okay. I'm not worried about it. You guys can deal with it. Anyway, so Alarin, it is actually your turn.
How smart is this thing? Because I could try to see if it will laugh. That'd be weird.
Whoa.
I can't
oh,
make
no.
I mean, it's
You
not
already made
smart enough.
You've already made a train laugh.
Yeah.
a train spirit entity thing. I mean, it would be interesting. It's just that if it does get hit again, which is what we're probably going to do, then it will, let's see. I will...
I mean, it didn't laugh at the voice we gave it, so I think it's just offended at this point.
Yeah, probably. I think I have enough spells for this. I'm going to do Shatter again on it. 3d8 thunder. Wait, isn't this one immune to thunder damage, or what was that? A different one?
You don't know.
Oh, okay. Because if I can shatter more of those masks, that would be good. And it has to make a Constitution savings throw. And if it succeeds, it takes half. The first was a 1 and the second was an 8.
Okay, it very much succeeds. Did I have it on? Oh, there's the HP. Okay, cool.
Okay.
My problem is I've got 4 different notebooks next to me, and I don't know which ones had the health. Okay. Let's just go to the next page. At this point, it's just word mess or number mess.
Now that I think about it, if someone just threw a dagger or something into that mass, it'd probably be a good way to use heat metal.
Okay.
But So we should
So
use Shatter.
it actually somehow manages to kind of blorp out of the way.
Oh, well then it takes half damage.
No, well, more so it rolled a nat 20. Not really sure how that works with AoE effects, but I'm going to count that as just full avoidance for everyone.
Huh.
I don't think we've ever actually had to deal with that before. I think everybody just nat 20s, they're like attacks, but I don't think we've ever had a nat 20 save.
Because it would have been like a area this big.
Okay, here. He'll take damage, but let's put that in there.
Because I thought he couldn't move out of the way because of the tree.
He managed to blorp it, but he still takes damage. But
It's 20s. You never
Yeah.
know.
okay, so let's see. Next one on the list is Dimitri.
Oh, a world of options. What can
What
I ever possibly do? It's
attack
just
did you
so many things that I can do at any time.
Reroll that damage.
Well then.
For the audio listeners, Bird rolled a 19 first, and then a 19 second. But, well, all right. You cleave through it. Oh.
Del, didn't you say that was a Constitution save, or were you thinking a lot about a different spell?
No, this was Constitution.
That makes more sense then, because that's not about dodging. That's a reflex saves are dodging. Constitution is literally just your body bears it.
Withstands it.
Yep.
Yeah, like when I do a poison puff in someone's face, that's a Constitution save.
Mm-hmm.
I'm poo-poo for poison puffs.
Yay!
All right.
Thank you for giggling.
Drez, it is now your turn.
More lightning after I find the button, which is right here. Yay!
Okay.
I did a lightning on its face, or other, whatever I want to call
All
the
the
parts of the body
faces.
that it hits, honestly.
Hmm.
It's a little hard to tell.
All right. I'm in GM rolling mode, but he rolled a natural 1 with a -2. He's at a -1.
Oh
incredible.
no.
That's mind-blowing. So, like, did I just, like, microwave him?
Yeah, well, remember, you're still on space laser mode because you're firing at it with a vortex, with, like, the energy vortex up above.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So describe the lightning as it courses through
I mean,
its gelatinous form.
effectively, it looks like an actual, like, not just like a ray gun from space, but that was, like...
At this point, I
You
imagine
kinda-
I use call lightning, and then it just cuts to the explosion of Alderaan.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We will go
We
with
have
that.
I can
dumbass
tell you
ring
all
fly
about
out like
Alderaan.
the...
She'll just has bad flashbacks.
Ah!
Alright.
So
Now it's-
I guess the question becomes, like, if U.S.
Flashbacks to-
history is in the world of
Flashbacks
this
to
game,
Alderaan.
if U.S. history is in the world of Grave of Man as like a fantasy novel, is Star Wars fantasy or like actually canonical history?
I think Dimitri is aware of Star Wars and its like greater historical significance. But the book didn't go over what Star Wars was or anything like that.
I see. So it did happen, but it happened a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, so it
Correct.
has no actual bearing on the events that are holding out today.
Correct.
Understood. I'll file this along with the fire-breathing cows as the weirdest damn lore I've ever heard of.
Okay.
The weird thing is, like, I can see how the fire-breathing cows can come up as a Chekhov's gun situation. I don't see how Star Wars is going to come up.
Nah, it just allows me
Oh,
to
lad.
reference something that everyone understands. Right?
All right.
There,
Has Bert even seen all the Star Wars movies?
No, not the prequels. I have only seen the original trilogies.
probably for the best. Make a reflex
I
save.
would agree.
Oh.
All the prequels are garbage, including Rogue One.
Anywho,
I
I
didn't like
believe
that
it is.
Bird, it is a reflex save from you.
Oh, I have to do something?
Yes.
Oh, because it's exploding?
The tree is in the way, so it's not going for Drez. And
Oh, it's attempting to hurt me. I see.
Yeah.
I
you
see.
just
Oh, well, that's not going to. end
Okay,
well
so
for
what
anyone.
happens is it more or less just brings itself down on you like a hammer.
Uh-huh.
I'll move it down a little bit so you're obvious in there. I should have made this thing see-through. That actually would have worked really well.
Oh, yeah, like the water elementals.
Jelly hammer.
Yeah.
Let me see. Did I write down how much damage this thing normally does when it hits you? Nope. My notes are all over the place, and I'm not. I've
We've
mostly been
gathered.
making sure that I have the appropriate. Okay, you take 9 damage. Wow, you're a lucky goose.
Wow, I am... Oh, no.
Oh, no. What?
No, that doesn't do anything.
Yep. So you get smashed. More importantly, you're now inside the thing, and
All the better to stab it with.
but it is Skitter's turn. Let's see. So,
It is like Wolf and I am Little Red Riding Hood. Except I'm Little Red Riding Hood with Kalashnikov.
okay. Bird, make another reflex save.
Skitter, you asshole. Don't throw them at me.
Uh-oh.
That has
Okay.
+3
No,
and a 1d4.
If Bird's death curse spread to the point where Skitter's accidentally killing him, then at that point, like,
no.
He's
So
like-
you do see Skitter try and actually aim for Dimitri, but between the two of them, it kind of like misses. But he does
Excuse me?
So he's from within the slime. What you see is the hammer kind of splat the exterior a couple feet away from you, and you're hit by like a concussive force
Whoa.
that moves you closer to the other side, but you don't manage to like get out from it. If that makes sense.
Skitter, you asshole. No, he can't hear me. Right now he just
No. Okay, and it is now Lauren's turn.
My turn. All right. Well, I don't believe I have any other tricks up my sleeve, so I am going to stab it with my extendo rapier.
more like stab Greg with your extendo rapier.
All right,
Well, I can aim.
you whiff it pretty bad.
Swoop.
I can aim, you whiff it. I'm having a good time tonight.
Aw.
Good.
Okay, Dimitri. So Dimitri, you are having trouble moving. You are inside. Have you ever tried swimming in Jello?
No,
He's
of
not
course
that rich
not.
Yeah, that's not easy. So you're gonna have to make a strength check. Well,
Damn!
Wow.
attack as normal. You are capable of swimming in Jello, apparently.
You're gonna burst forth.
All right. You do significant harm on it from the inside.
The idea of
let's
an
see.
entire body being encased inside the creature and swinging an axe just raises new questions about how damage works on the slime.
I'm just hitting its internal organelles. Duh.
But he brought you in on purpose, so I'm like, what?
Yes, for digestive stuff, so he can use his like cyanobacteria on me. But then I just hit him right in the midichlorians, and then who's fucking on top?
You mean
Bird is.
mitochondria?
One of these days,
I
one
know
of the
what I
slimes is going to
said.
be made of something actually harmful. Like, instead of Jello, it'll be like cyanide.
Oh no, this is actually harmful. Bird takes 7 damage for just being inside the thing.
You didn't say that part.
It just happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it hurts. You're surprised. You're not used to hurting. As a robot man.
He's not used to
Anyway.
being a robot, man.
Drez, it's your turn. Yeah, you have officially taken your first couple points of damage as a robot man, I think.
Oh wow, I've only been a robot man for like 2 hours. So
Yeah.
this is the first fight after becoming a robot, so of course I take damage.
Well, I am going to spend my turn trying to thornlessly whip Greg out of his freaking case.
Greg's pretty far away. You think you can do that?
It has a 30-foot range.
I mean, he's like, you don't even know where Greg is.
Isn't he transparent?
There is no Greg, there's only Dimitri.
Dimitri, oh, we're doing jokes.
I'm gonna let you try it. If you manage, I'll be surprised.
You smart asshole.
That would really fuck up. That would really fuck with the continuity of the story.
Yeah, it would.
Turns out Greg boss fight is now. I ripped him out of the other page of Wander's notes. Nat 20. It's
I
like my
mean-
Star Wars knowledge, except I can reach out of the page like Deadpool.
I think of our rolls today. Well, no, a ridiculous portion have been Nat 1. Well, one Nat 1, a lot of Nat 20s. Anyway, so you're gonna have to make a dexterity check to try and get him, because it's
Okay.
hard. Otherwise, you just hit the slime. Okay. Now, remind me again, the Thorn Whip, you have to roll to hit as well, correct?
Let's see. It has an attack roll.
Yeah,
that
then you have
raises
to...
its own confusing question, because that's for when you're attacking somebody as opposed
Yeah,
to...
so you're effectively attacking the slime and hoping you can cut through it to grab Dimitri inside.
Sure?
Okay.
Wow, that's an incredibly bad
Yeah.
roll.
No, you toss the Thorn Whip through the air. It kind of lands on the ground.
Well, it's a good thing that's not an item I need. Or even an item.
Yep. Okay. And
Wow. That was a 4.
Dimitri, you are brought kind of rapidly up through the creature to the top of it, and then it is going to slam you against the wall, and the tree and whatnot. So you're going to have to make a dexterity check. Okay.
Oh, no.
Plus a d4, plus 3.
Okay. You take 22 damage for being concussed against a wall.
Ah!
19.
Okay.
19 damage for being concussed against a wall. Okay. And Skitter's turn. Let's see. Make another dex check.
Okay. I shouldn't have just closed the window. Is there something wrong? I've gotten 9s every times.
9, 9, 9.
Number 9.
Okay.
There's
Number
a
9.
Simpsons reference. I can't
Yeah.
do burps on command.
So once again, you were jiggle wiggled inside the slime thing, but you were not freed. Lauren, it's your turn.
Let's see. So this is it of the purple woogly woogly variety of the necro worms or no?
You don't know. You haven't exactly examined either for a particularly long time.
Nah, that's true. Cause
Like if you can make a Arcana or maybe an Insight check.
all right, I'll try that. Let's see. Arcana. Nah.
No, you don't know. Haven't looked at it enough. Okay.
Well, I suppose we are in the midst of combat.
Yes.
Well, another thing I can try is I'm going to squirt a little bit of that weird, what was it? It was that cleaning slime from the vomitorium.
Well, you just have a slime in your inventory. Like, it's not just like a little bit of the cleaning slime. You just have a whole, not quite sentient, not quite living slime in a jar.
Can I set the slime to fight the slime?
You could try pouring the one slime on the other slime.
But that might just add to its sliminess. I don't know. I'm going to use the tower again.
Okay. Oh, you're pulling out the the tarot card and just more or less towering it. All right. Roll to hit it with miscellaneous objects once
I
again.
just feel like I'm going to like reach into the box because the tarot card always returns to the box.
Okay.
We already
Yep.
established that before. So I'm just going to be like, I summon the tower.
Okay. Roll to hit with the tarot card.
Okay.
Time to do.
Is it going to be a die 20?
Yeah.
D20?
Yeah, it would be a dex check because
Oh,
you're
just
you're
dex?
trying to throw the card.
Okay.
Unless you want to like jam it in their hand first.
May the heart of the cards be with me.
Okay. So you fling the card and it sails pretty well and lands inside the thing. And effectively inside the slime, a rickety wooden tower kind of manifests itself. Dealing I don't know, probably 2 die 10 damage. If you want to roll that.
Okay.
And Dimitri, make another reflex save.
Well, I was hoping that it would like go underneath him and lift him out of it or something.
Okay, that's probably enough. You are now standing on a tower slightly above the slime, which has a tower growing out of it.
That was unusually creative.
Yeah!
You also have a very
Yeah.
clear view into the gatehouse, about 10 feet away.
Oh.
All right.
There were
Bodies
windows
everywhere.
there, but something broke them. No, it just kind of looks like actually much of the top of the small keep you're next to has kind of slowly been lifted into the vortex above. So there's like rubble everywhere and like chunks missing.
Cool.
Anyway,
it's like a
it's,
Dragon Force album.
it's your turn.
All right. Can I like jump down from tower and hold out the battle axe as I slide all the way down, very epic, cool like, and just like basically like I'm unzipping the slime with X?
So yes, that is going to require an acrobatics check on top of your normal attack.
Okay. That's if I fail this, I assume I go right back into slime. Yes.
I give I give bonus damage for cool factor if you can manage it.
I can
Okay.
sort of. That's
Okay, roll the
plus
hit.
3 and the D4.
Yeah, so roll
And then-
roll your d4 if you want to. Wait, what's the +3 from?
Aura.
Oh, right. No,
Oh no! Wait.
this is a skill check.
This is a skill check, not the savings throw. You're
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
So
those,
this is just
there are
the plus the
differences.
D4.
Yeah. Yeah, if you got a +3
Well,
on
there we go.
everything, you would be ridiculous.
Whoa!
Okay, now roll the hit. Okay, so what you do is you leap off the tower, you extend your axe, and proceed to fall about 15 feet, not connecting at any point during the trip down, and you land kind of unsatisfyingly on the ground next to the slime
Damn it!
for
Alright, well, do I-
5 damage for falling because that was a tall tower.
Do I at least like land in the cool pose?
Mostly, yeah, you land on your feet. You've got your axe kind of pointed at the thing menacingly.
All right.
Actually, you get
Strike
one
a
more
pose?
acrobatics. No, actually, you probably don't take damage with that acrobatics check-ish.
Yay!
Yeah, no, you managed to avoid the fall damage. You just kind of land with a thud. It was mostly
Pong.
just kind of an okay result. Could have been worse. Drez, it's your turn.
Well, that's finally resolved, which means I can go back to plan A. After I remember what page it's on. There it is.
Lightning.
I have so many
Okay.
spells. Space laser of unknown damage totals and stuff. Hooray.
Yeah, there are some serious holes opened in this thing. So it is. Okay, that's its turn. It is going to charge for you and Skitter, and more or less just kind of fire itself forward like a giant glorpy missile. Roll a
Oh.
dexterity savings throw.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, you and Skitter are now inside the blobby thing. You both take you take 17 damage for being hit really hard. Skitter is unconscious.
Oh.
Let's see. Alarin, it's your turn.
No.
Okay.
How could Skitter be unconscious? When's he taking damage ever?
You
Oh
know
wait,
those-
he got his ass handed to him last round.
Yeah, he
That's
was
right.
getting hit really bad by lasers.
That's
And lightning.
right. Forgot about that.
I
I'm
am
fairly
going
certain
to.
Skitter took a lot of damage there.
I'm going to try Tasha's hideous laughter. Best case scenario, it's going to
Oh, no.
jiggle its way into a fit that will extricate our friends.
Yeah, Skitter is very much unconscious.
Oh no!
That's okay. Anyway, so you're gonna try and jiggle wiggle the slime creature.
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully it will jiggle our friends out.
Uh,
So it has to make a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand.
It fails and ejects everybody.
Yeah!
Yay!
Skitter lands somewhere over here. Drez, you're there. Skitter.
So now it's just jiggling with laughter.
Yeah, no, it is. It is in pure wiggle jiggle mode for the for its next turn.
Life is gross.
Yep. Dimitri, it's your turn.
What should I do? I should heal myself. There we go.
Okay.
Now remember, every turn it has to make a wisdom savings throw, and if we damage it, it gets an advantage.
Oh. Well, alright.
But it was mainly to get our friends out of there.
Yes.
Okay, so it gets a will savings throw every time you hit it?
Yeah, and it gets advantage on.
Okay.
Oh!
Whoa. So it stops laughing.
Yeah, it stops laughing. This is a roller coaster of results for this thing. A -1, and then a natural 20. Jesus. My rolls today have been scary. Anyway. Drez.
At first it was
roll.
like lol, then it was like serious.
Yeah.
This is an emotional roller coaster. Literally.
Yeah.
Well, no, not literally.
Figuratively.
It is
Good
not a
job.
roller coaster.
Yeah,
It's
good
literally emotional. Let's see if this still works. Oh, okay. Guy beam laser death isn't really actually panning out as much as you'd hope.
Okay. It is... Oh, hey, you're all there. Everybody roll a reflex save.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
Dex.
God damn it.
Okay. Remember, you're all next to Dimitri, so you all get a +3 on this one.
Okay.
So Dimitri and Drez, you fling yourselves out of the way, and Lauren, you are.
We're just all taking turns.
She's
You are-
blessed. She has a 1d4.
Oh. Okay. Lauren,
Oh, okay, so I do
roll a 1d4.
1d4.
That's okay. That's actually still enough. It was a 15. So you
Oh,
managed
really?
to all dive out of the way, and avoid being blorped as it kind of charges back through again. And it's Lauren. Your turn again.
Now, is it being affected by the purple stuff it's standing in?
No,
Then what's the weird
Well,
tendril coming out of?
that used to be a tree.
Oh. Okay.
Gross.
Yeah.
I see.
Uh,
Okay.
Is
well,
this floor difficult terrain?
it's kind of slick. Like when you dove out of the way, you kind of slid. It's pretty much just straight up glass. So it's not difficult terrain as it halves your speed, but you get the feeling running on this would be a problem if not for your warp Jordans. Okay, so
I
you
slashed
take
it with my rapier.
you take the chunk out of it, and that was actually the finishing blow.
Ha!
You I guess rip through its membrane, and it just kind of goos out, except for like it's kind of dry ice. As it like empties out onto the ground, it disappears.
Wait, so it didn't have to deal with the masks? I was imagining it like turning its what used to be like a visage of several masks. Suddenly there's only one, and I stab it.
No, actually, you broke most of the masks with
Oh,
the
really?
explosion earlier. Yeah. The eye had disappeared, and the only mask left is the big one, which, as this thing kind of empties out into the air around you, all that's left is like a little bit of kind of sooty residue, and the mask sitting on top of it all.
Okay. I look at the mask. It's the one that the priest was wearing, right?
Correct. I'd say it looks back at you, but that might just be like a kind of trick of the light, or just the fact that it's fucking creepy.
I'm gonna put
Ixnay
it in
on
my
the
bag.
membrane.
You're going to hang on to creepy death mask?
It belonged to the priest. Plus, it might be
Oh,
useful.
hang
Maybe
on.
Vivi can identify
As much fun as it is to get loot from a monster, we probably need to wake Skitter up so I can yell at him for attempting to kill me.
it. Yep.
I go over to pick up Skitter and I drag him, say, to give us some room over here. Which, if he has broken neck, I did a very bad thing by doing that. Alrighty.
He looks like he's mostly been charred more than anything else.
I just imagine you
Okay.
grab him by the leg and start dragging him, and then you just get like that loud, like skin on glass squeaking noise.
Oh yeah,
across
no,
the-
it is definitely like that weird squealy noise that happens when you rub your hand on glass.
Okay, well,
There's like a trail of like spittle from his like his slack jaw.
let's see. Let me remember. I'll just cast Cure on him. I haven't actually cast Cure. I usually just use Lay on Hands. By Cure, I mean Cure Wounds, of course. So I need to actually look up what the stats are for this. 1d8 plus Spellcaster modifier. Okay. Which is my Charisma, so 1d8 plus 3. There you go.
Okay. He is at 6 HP.
Uh-oh. I mean, I suppose I can use Cure Wounds on him, too.
You're more than welcome to.
Okay.
So so you're healing him. Okay, so he is healed. But he is
He's still
still
unconscious.
pretty out of it, yeah.
Yeah,
He's kind of the halfway point between a player character and an NPC. So
of course. Yeah. He is our Stuart Griffin.
So when you were atop the tower, what did you see?
If you crane your neck, you can probably see most of what I was seeing. Right?
the tower
I
is still
forget.
there, by the way.
Oh,
Wait.
okay.
No, it probably got knocked over when it did some of the charges. The
Yeah.
tower's on the ground, though, with a reasonable strength check. You could probably get it propped right back up.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it made of?
Wood?
Like rickety wood, but the slime
Oh,
wasn't
right,
like
the
trying to
raft.
crush it. Yeah.
Huh?
Alright, you get the
Ah.
tower back up.
There you go. Tower done.
Oh, so can we
Job's
actually
done.
actually crawl up it and into the keep? We don't, because the door is surely locked. Right?
We can probably use that, yeah, if we would need to find some sort of window to prop it up against, unfortunately. I don't think this can get us up to the parapets. But
Okay.
I believe there was window right around corner, yes?
Yep.
Let's see. In my state, I'm going to use one of my large potions.
I think I'm gonna use a large potion too.
Fair warning, you guys might want to just like actually take a rest instead
We
of
probably should
alright.
bring
You're all
Skitter
very
I will
too.
take-
Probably.
I'll
Relief
take
if
a
we're gonna
DM
do
fair
that.
warning. Let's just stick at full rest.
This might not be the safest place to stop for 8 hours.
Well, do we remember where that secret house was?
No, it wasn't here, was it?
It was in a glade, a clearing. Off to the right, right?
That was over by the like fountains and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's kind of the midway point between where you guys are currently and that town. It's like a 10-minute
Yeah.
walk.
If it's 10 minutes away, then it's probably worth going to that locale. Sure.
We should
Okay.
probably peace out before we start sleeping in the boss chamber
Yeah.
in front of a nightmare floating keep. And I have
Okay.
control over Lauren.
Oh, ah!
Woohoo!
Weird.
Hey!
Oh, right. I had given you guys control of her when we were figuring out the line of sight stuff. Okay.
I don't have control over her.
Oh, I just took it away.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should have control over
Opportunity
Therese
seized.
too, but I don't have it.
So you guys are... He's got a little bit more willpower now that he's not a little lizard.
Oh, plus, since I've been unconscious, I probably lost total control over him.
And by
That's a damn
unconscious, you
shame.
mean literally dead.
Yeah, let's call him dead. Alright, let's walk to that glade.
Okay, so
Okay, we have to bring Skitter with us too.
yeah.
Oh, right.
Let's see.
I
So
forgot about the sentient little pet.
I am not going to do a map transition because nothing happens while you guys have your nice 8-hour rest.
Okay.
Unless you want me to switch there so you guys can talk to Skitter when he wakes up.
What the hell would we talk to him for?
Okay, fair enough. So
I still have a beard.
yeah, so Skitter wakes up and he looks kind of grumpy and dour. This is actually the first time he's really sustained major damage over the course of this entire campaign.
Yeah.
So he actually doesn't really say much as you guys more or less just walk back to the fort.
He's also upside down still.
Yeah, I can change that. But as you guys reach the fort, and not much has changed. You notice like the debris has moved. You know, things have shifted up a little bit more, but it looks like it's kind of a slow process. But that's about it. Roll perception checks, I guess.
Okay. Perception. Woo.
Wow.
Okay.
We all did well.
Huh.
You all notice that there is a kind of like some vines growing out of one of the windows to the right, out of the bushes.
What? Vines, but wouldn't that mean druids?
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh.
But yeah, so you see them.
And were they there before? Or we don't know.
You don't know. But here, I'll draw
I had no
where...
trust in no other druids' vines. Tree token climbing.
I was going to say, we could probably just climb the tree if there's a window.
So the vines are kind of like over here out of these bushes.
Assuming
They're
that
kind of
we
hard
have...
to see.
Wait,
we
but they're
have
coming
tree
out of the
climbing.
bushes?
Yeah, they're out of the bushes and into the window.
Okay, well, I'm gonna peer in the bushes.
You don't find anything immediate.
Well, where do the vines originate from in the bushes?
Actually, out of one of the bushes themselves, it kind of looked like the bush was repurposed, somehow.
Oh.
Ah, I see. So they just use the existing bush to provide their vines.
Yep.
Tree climbing.
Well, we also have the tower, too.
The tower's not nearby.
Well,
It's
it's
right
around
next
by
to
this
the tree.
window.
He'd help. Oh, did he move it next to the window?
No.
I thought he was.
It's nowhere near
I thought
the
it was
window.
like
No.
floating out in the middle of
Yeah,
like
it's-
several
No.
feet away.
It's not near anything good.
It's like 10 feet away, but you could easily make the jump if you really tried. Tower's like over here.
Okay. Well, anyhow, Drez, you have probably a nice natural climbing ability. Can you find anything up there?
Do I need to roll anything? climbing?
No. With the
Tree?
tree and the broken window and all the other stuff, you managed to. Oh, we already have a Drez token up here. That's convenient.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'll have to change the line of sight because you're not there and you can't see there.
Old timey dread shenanigans of
yeah.
pain. Those are some
right.
weird drawings.
Yeah, because we were trying to explain what the hell is going on here. So you find yourself in a quiet room. It looks like somebody kind of like a room that somebody would sleep in, like a guard maybe.
To
But
me,
it
it
is
looks like Drez
it
is
is
in
empty.
a black cave at midnight surrounded by black bears. Oh, there it goes.
Yep.
yeah. So you're in here,
Someone misses being furry.
and you
Yes.
you can
Mysterious
kinda see
diary.
down below. So it's it's not actually really that much interesting in there. It's a gatekeeper's kind of log talking about like who comes and goes and stuff like that. So nothing like super lore intensive from what you can see in a cursory look over.
And judging from its cover, it looks like they saw Drez as a snake.
It's the same. It's the same journal asset I've been using every time. So do not judge the book by its cover.
Oh my god, everyone saw Drez as a snake. I am the worst snake stealth door opener ever, except for the part where I totally open doors.
Yeah, we get it. You'll toot your own horn.
It's a room.
I assume you're yelling at that window?
Yeah.
Window?
Most useful explanation ever.
Well, what's in it?
It's got some walls and some one ceiling.
There are
Is
holes.
there doors? Can you open door?
Let's find out.
Okay, so you try the door and it does open, and you find
And I
yourself
see.
in a gatehouse. Actually, kind of similar to the one that you had seen previously in the main keep, ish. But it's filled with rubble and kind of destruction. Part of the ceiling kind of caved in, and part of the ceiling just kind of left for the skies. It's a bit inconsistent.
I cannot see it.
You can't?
Nope.
You probably haven't made it visible yet.
Huh. Okay. I swear I just made it visible.
Now, can we crop the tree too?
Let me see if there's stupid line of sight stuff.
I guess we'll have to
There
do a dexterity check and find out.
Please. Oh,
There it goes.
I like
Okay.
fall off the first branch.
I'm not sure how you
there
got
are
to see them.
trees in the ocean.
Yeah, you would actually technically have disadvantage, I would think.
Oh yeah. I guess I did actually have this map set
You
up
ever
for
seen a
dynamic
fish
lighting.
climb a tree?
Oh, that's fine. We'll live.
Is this like an Einstein thing?
No,
Okay.
there's actually a fish climbing a tree right now.
Huh.
Okay,
Life
so,
imitates fiction. I mean,
I have
shit.
legs, you know.
Yeah.
so Alarin and Dimitri, you guys make it up into the room.
After a couple more tries.
Yeah.
How many times have I fallen to the ground? Oh, would 17
Yeah,
have made
it takes a second try.
After
You-
several
you-
consequence-free failures.
You've discovered that climbing trees is not nearly as easy as squirrels make it look. And
Damn it!
Dimitri, you discover much the same thing.
He probably just broke a branch or two, being made out of
Huh.
metal and all.
Honestly, it
I
looked
thought
kind of more
evolving
like
from swimming in the ocean to climbing trees took longer than that.
it. As far as Dimitri's progress in climbing, it almost looks more like he's punching the tower instead of actually climbing it. But eventually, he manages to subdue it long enough to get up there.
Rampage World Tour.
What's this? Psh, I immediately rushed for the journal.
Character knowledge. I like it.
So, like I had said with Drez, it is a gatekeeper's log talking about comings and goings of various people through the keep.
And
hit
what
the
were
table.
what were some of the later entries?
Let's see. So some of the later entries, a number of them talk about you
Like-
know.
It's preferably before the fall, and then during and after the fall.
Okay, so they are all, as far as your general knowledge of dates and times with Zagnoth, they're all pre-fall.
Oh.
That they all kind of stopped around the same time, maybe. This one has more accurate dates. It seems like it was about 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
Oh, and
Was
who
the
were
last
the
entry.
final visitors? Because that could be telling. How did the necromancer plant his stone
So the,
atop the tower and everything?
The final entries were a lot of guards coming and going, basic. But the name Lord Hector comes in and out several times
Lord
or the-
Hector.
over the course of it.
He'll
He
be
must
really
be
overpowered
behind
early game, but he'll really just trail off mid-game.
He must have had something to do with
Crickets.
this, but I don't know if we would encounter anyone who would be knowledgeable of Hector and his role in all this.
I punched the table.
That is not a table, by the way. That is a gatehouse wheel.
Oh, I punched this.
yeah.
I punched this table.
Okay, you punch the table. It crumbles.
Ah!
Yay! Preemptive defeat.
Oh wait, hey.
It's like when you stab zombies in the head.
Hey Dimitri, why don't you
Yes.
turn that wheel and I turn this wheel?
Oh, that's a smart idea.
Do I have to do
Which
strength?
direction should I turn it? Clockwise or counterclock?
Let's do it counterclockwise.
Okay.
Or maybe let's look at the way that the chain wraps around it. These wrap around chains, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
the chain goes this way and this way.
Alrighty, so I
Let's
should rotate
tighten
mine
them.
counterclockwise, and you should rotate yours clockwise.
Actually, yeah, that would be good. We want to wind the chains around them.
Okay.
Yes.
So after a little bit of coordination, you manage to push the wheels, and there's a loud kind of clunk downstairs.
Downstairs?
Well,
Huh.
good
That
thing
is
we're
where
up
the
here
door
and can't
is.
get there.
Well, wait, I thought oh, right, we did go upstairs.
Yeah, you're
I
on the
forgot.
second floor.
You're just opening the door you already knew about.
Yeah.
Open sized by me. I open door.
Okay, you find a small storeroom. It's got a couple of boxes and barrels in it. Smells kind of rancid.
Ew.
I will do what you always do when you enter a room.
Okay.
Also, did Skitter follow
critically
us?
fail at checking boxes and then hiding in them.
No, Skitter is still downstairs. Last you saw. You find a lot of rancid looking food. It kind of looks similar to food you've seen in the past.
Ew.
I mean, 3-month-old food.
3-month-old food that, may or may not be poisoned.
Hmm.
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if were the druids indiscriminate in giving poison to the entire populace? I'm surprised there was no protected party or person in the city. Someone
guess when
had
it
to help them smuggle it in.
When it comes to poisoning people via food, you can't really be all that discriminatory, I guess. Alright. Well, I guess I'll leave that room.
Out.
Yeah.
Well, we got the doors open at the very least. We can go
poke
to the lower
rubble.
level.
Okay, so the rubble is pretty substantial. I mean, it looks like a large support head caved in. Okay, you give up.
Yes. Whee!
Okay, so you leap out of the
I
tower.
climb out, not idiot.
Okay.
I go branch for branch down. There we go.
Yeah, just because, to be fair. There we go. That's off. God damn it. That's what I
Okay,
get for
so
being charitable.
You land heroically on your face. And you guys are
Base
back at the
smash,
bottom of the
good.
tower.
Was 13 good enough, or did I
Yeah.
trip the
I mean,
last
for the
branch?
most part, you don't even need to roll, but because Bird got a natural one, he lands very comically.
Like riding a bike?
Check doors.
He only
Okay,
just
the
got
doors
that
are
body this
open,
yesterday.
so you can
Nice.
see inside them.
Yay.
There is kind of a small
More doors.
entry area, and then another set of doors. Though I guess actually these doors have kind of been blown open.
Whoa.
So it looks like something maybe like kind of crashed its way through them.
Well, the ooze, the globulor, slithered its way out, so
Well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep. They look partially dissolved. So you guys can see into what looks like a big hall with like one of those like radial staircases with a nice, what might have once been nice carpeting, but either because of the slime or other things, hiccups. It is looking pretty worse for the wear.
Now, I remember being brought through here before.
Yes, so you've been here. So you actually remember much of this hall. However, you don't remember a couple of things. For starters, there's actually a really loud, like, kind of concussive pounding noise
Uh-oh.
that you can hear, and it's rhythmic, but screechingly so. It sounds like something broke and is smashing.
Yeehaw!
Let's see, but you have 4 doors that you have not open to the south, and 2 doors up north. And as you're looking at the 2 doors up north, you see what looks like a giant stone block just come kind of awkwardly crashing down into the floor and then slowly raise back up again.
Whoa.
Whoa.
A trap? A swamp?
Yeah.
Does it have little eyes
It's
on it?
no, there are no eyes. Just some elaborate looking machinery that may
Let's
or
try
may
door
not be
number
kind of
1,
broken.
because I don't want to think about the existential crisis that the sentient stone seems to be proposing.
The door is locked.
Shit.
Can I try any
Skitman.
of the keys that I have? What keys do I have?
Can I ask it politely?
Let's see.
What do you mean I can't persuasion check a door?
No, I only have the Squid Mage's key,
Yeah.
but I can try it. Do any of the keys work?
No, none of the keys that you currently have on you work with this door.
Skitter!
You realize for the first time since you climbed back out of the tower, Skitter's actually not around. He is not with you guys.
Skitter! Skitter, where are you? Oh,
That took a surprisingly long time to happen.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't because he had been brought so close to death that he didn't reconsider his adventuring with us.
I'm confused. I thought goblins took such a cavalier attitude towards living and dying that I didn't think that him coming that close to death would really impact him that deeply. But yeah.
Well, his perception of the world had started changing. He started believing that it wasn't his destiny to live and die with Gorlar and his gang and such. And maybe that
Wasn't
could
the
make
only
a
trait that
difference.
separated him from all the other goblins in his group that he was a coward?
Yeah. So I mean, as I said, maybe having been faced with death, he started to realize just how dangerous this had become. I don't know.
Yes, truly
I'll
we've all
use the-
faced death multiple times in this one.
I
Dimitri,
tried
how many
using...
times? I mean,
Oh,
never mind.
sorry. I was just gonna try to use the
Dimitri.
sending stone.
Yeah, go for it. Use stone.
Skitter, are you there?
Yeah.
Are you all right? Where
Just-
are you?
I'm about. I'm around, I guess.
Is there something that we need to talk about?
I just this is a weird feeling. No one has ever asked me my feelings before on pretty much anything. But
Well, I did try to talk with you way back when we had to fight those goblins in the warehouse district.
no, that you're right. That's true. You correction, you are the only person that has ever asked my feelings on anything, and it's still kind of weird. I don't know. I've been having a rough couple of weeks now. I mean, it should be obvious. All my clan gets killed. My captors kidnap me and force me to work for them. And I mean, I'll admit, you guys are really well. No, you're really nice. The other two are kind of mean. And like, I mean, I'm used to it, but I'm also like kind of going through a renaissance of like self-confidence and stuff. And I was thinking, you know, maybe I could kind of just be on my own for a bit. You know?
But
Wait, that was an option?
Not for you, Drez. You're sticking with me, my steed.
Alone time dress gets magical chariot to pull him back into the story. I'm like, no.
but
Yeah,
what
don't
about
you ever
Vivi
forget,
and,
you're my
and
horse.
saving Zagnoth and
I mean,
Oh, come on,
I'm-
computer. Sorry.
I'm a
really
goblin,
crazy
like-
mental problems.
saving cities is not raiding cities isn't our skill set. Saving them is something completely different. And like, you guys seem willing to do it for some reason, but I mean, I just almost died. And I get that that's kind of part of the business, but you don't just almost die as a goblin. It's usually a binary thing. You're alive or you're dead. The you know, getting knocked out and stuff like that well, it's upsetting.
It is very upsetting, Skitter, but you have to remember the reason why individuals like Greg, well, Dimitri Greg, have been able to survive this long is because they had friends.
Survive.
Amongst the
The
goblins.
reason he's been able to survive this long is because he keeps dying and inhabiting new bodies. He's terrible at it.
Well, hey, we revived him plenty, okay?
Yeah, but
No, but here,
I'm not Dimitri. We didn't revive Greg. Greg's gone.
that was because we were separated. You see, when we are with others that we care about, we are stronger for it. And if one of us falls, another will be there to pick them up.
But that's what I'm doing. I'm looking for Greg.
You're looking for Greg?
Well, this is where he went missing, right? Dimitri was kind of tight-lipped about the whole thing, but this is where he disappeared.
He said he was thrown into a portal by Gorlar.
Yeah, and I'm gonna find him.
Oh, so in a way you're leaving so that you can find one of our friends so that he isn't abandoned?
Maybe. I mean, I like you. You're nice. But Dimitri and Drez, like, they don't care about me. They don't. And, like, Greg, I think he cared in his own way. And I want to get him back.
We all want to get him back. But, I suppose we just needed to find a way to get to him. Even Vivi couldn't sense him from beyond the veil.
Yeah. I don't know. It's whenever we're together as a full party, I feel like I'm just a ghost that does what you guys say, and you know, whenever I do something cool, I usually just get yelled at for it. Or ignored.
When you do something cool?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work out, but I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm part of the group.
Well, I do admit, we do use you to unlock doors, and that's actually why we were going to summon you now. And you were instrumental in finding out about the Dwarven language and Brungren's books, and I mean, I suppose we did expect too much from you, and you've received so little appreciation in return. I'm sorry, Skitter.
Make a persuasion check.
A persuasion check? Okay. Where is persuasion on this?
Alright, you have convinced him. So Skitter actually emerges from... you see a sliding door open up in one of the walls. And he kind of comes out of it.
How did you find that?
I found out about it before we had to leave, and then I just didn't tell anybody because it didn't matter. And then it probably still didn't matter. But I figured if I was going to make a getaway, it was probably the best way I could do it.
Well, thank you for coming out, Skitter. I promise you, we will treat you better. After all, you're one of the group. And without you, we wouldn't have been able to come this far.
Thanks.
Also, about Greg, we're definitely going to find him. Part of us investigating these buildings is to try to get closer to how exactly Gorlar created a kind of portal in the first place. We don't know if it's the druids or this Hector individual that I was reading about in there who may or may not be the Lich, or what all this is, but all these people, they perished because someone didn't intervene. Someone didn't care about them. Others wanted to harm them. And if we can prevent more people from suffering, even at the risk of our own lives, then so be it, but at least we'll have tried. And we can find Greg. That'll definitely be one of our priorities. After all, he served as a body for Dimitri so long, and he was a good friend.
Yeah, he was. Well, you said you had a door you wanted me to open?
Oh yeah, it's in here.
Okay.
I have done a strength check of 22 against door.
Yeah, the door is very much open.
What?
Can I already be in here going through treasure chest when he shows up?
That's the best possible outcome of this scenario.
Oh, Skitter!
No,
We're just already opening the chests and shit.
oh, I can't find anything. Skitter,
Yeah,
I
so
need you to perception.
really more what happens is you have the chest upside down and you're like shaking it. And there's like clinking noises because it's locked, but you can't figure out why it's locked or how it's locked. You just can't open the chest conventionally, and it's kind of beyond you. Drez, you figured out that Dimitri is once again a moron.
I will do nothing. I will react by doing nothing about this.
Oh, hey, Skitter. No, where'd you go?
I think there's another locked door in there. I mean, he may brute force his way in, but you have the skill.
I guess.
There's this
I
one
come over
here.
to him carrying the treasure chest. Hey, where are you going? Hey, here you go. And I put it down in front of him.
Let's see. So Skitter pops open the locked door, goes inside, and then shuts it behind him, ignoring the chest.
Oh,
This whole Let's
Skitter.
Play has like a Skitter confidence meter in the corner.
It also has a Skitter is done with your shit meter, which is currently past max.
Anything in the chest?
It is, well, he didn't open the chest. It's still sitting on the ground where he left it.
That I did perception check to
Oh.
look in chest.
Well, it's closed, so you know that something jangled.
I open the chest and then do a perception check.
It's very locked.
I thought he did thing.
No, he opened the locked door.
Oh.
He went into the other room.
He said he opened up. I thought he opened
No,
up
just
this
left.
chest.
No,
he opened up emotionally to Lauren.
Yeah,
Oh.
he opened up the other locked door and then went in there because
He opened up the locked door of his heart, I understand. Alright, I guess he found treasure in there. Cool stuff. How about this door? I attempt to open it.
it opens.
That was an interaction between the Keyblade and the literal Heartless.
Bloop. Hey.
Okay. Let's see.
You found probably poopy smelly boxes.
Oh wait, no, you didn't go in that.
Hooray.
Whatever. Anyway, you find a bunch of boxes. So, yeah, Drez, you're just there. Okay, so what is in these rooms? We'll keep ground floor. Okay, so the third has, it's just mostly junk in there. Just boxes, old poopy boxes.
Old poopy boxes.
Old
Open this
poopy
door.
boxes.
Okay.
Guys,
Yeah, what's up?
Skitter's
I'm going to
still really...
shillelagh strike the box.
Okay. It is a tough chest. Your shillelagh reverberates in your hand and it kind of hurts.
Skitter really
Well,
misses
magic.
Greg.
He misses Greg.
That's a mistake.
I mean, I don't know how much you remember of it, Dimitri, but back when we initially stumbled upon Skitter and his goblin gang, well, goblin and kobolds, I suppose, when they attacked us and he was the only one left to remain, we sort of, it was some kind of agreement. We offered to spare his life if he would help us around. And as time went on, we all sort of became a group of friends, and Greg especially was very endearing to him. Or endeared to him, I should say. But with Greg gone, lately he's been feeling like he's been underappreciated for his assistance. And he was actually going to leave us to pursue Greg on his own, even if it meant going to that portal. do you remember anything of what happened? And, oh, I don't know. I think his feelings may have been hurt because I convinced him to come back to us, and then the task that we were going to set for him was already completed. Not that you would have known.
In spectacular fashion.
Oh. I think I get it. I mean, I was there for all of that, so...
I mean...
I think that Greg felt a certain fondness for Skitter because, I mean, bugbears and goblins, they share a certain kinship. Tell you what, I'm gonna try something.
Greg was an idiot whose plans kill you.
But they were sort of the same person for a time. Is it possible that
I
Dimitri...
knock on the door, and I say, Skitter, I'm sorry.
I learned the hard way not to babysit Greg anymore.
That is literally the first time anyone has said that to me.
I thought I just did.
Well, anybody that, like, was mean to me, you don't need to say
I'm not
you're sorry.
sorry.
I know you're not. You have no emotions. So
Not being sorry is an emotion.
I don't really want to drag this out too much longer, but if it means that much to you, Skitter, I will be more appreciative of who you are and what you do from now on. Okay? You're a great service to team. You're probably 10 times more productive than most of us. So
that's
thank you for carrying us.
Vaguely passable. Just, I know I'm a goblin and, like, one of the lesser races, but I have feelings too, you know. By the way, I got this chest open. It's got cool shit in it.
Nice.
He pulls out, like, a broken-ass looking harp.
Oh.
A harp?
There we go.
May I look at it?
It is a lyre that has, like, 4 strings, maybe?
I mean, traditional ones only have up to 7.
Yeah, so it's missing a couple.
Now, is there something special about it? Is it magical in nature?
Yeah, I mean, apart from being broken, it's, oh, shoot.
Well, what's broken
Somebody
about
sent this to me. Well, I mean, it's missing strings. But it's called the Lyre of Soothing, and, it helps with, like, healing spells and stuff.
Oh, well, I have a lyre. I mean, admittedly, it's an old one. But I could probably replace the strings on it with the strings from my old lyre.
Oh, that's on you. I don't know musical instruments. Here you go.
All right. I will replace the strings that it requires.
Nice reveal of the hidden door there, Wander.
Yes. So, you also notice there's a hidden door that is partially ajar that Skitter has not messed with yet. Let's see. So what do you guys do?
Can we reach the door? Well, I don't even know if I have knowledge of door.
Yeah, no, you can see it. Like,
Okay.
it's
Roll a
effectively
knowledge door check.
there's like a really awkward, like, kind of gap here. Like, the door has been swung in a little bit. And it looks like something had passed through.
This door is kind of really awkward.
You can see a little bit
Do
of
I fix the door?
Do you close it, or...
No, I attempt to remove it from hinges.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just ripped the door off. It did not take much effort.
I put it over in corner. There we go. That should be easier for getting through now.
Yeah, so you now have access to some kind of secret passage.
Who wants to go through
loud.
first? Any takers? Anyone want to be brave little pioneer? All right. Well then.
I've just been strumming a little bit on the harp a tad.
Okay.
Oh, this actually sounds really nice.
Yep. Let's see. So I have to put something down, then I gotta delete some assets here. There's a lot to scroll through. So it is... What the... Where is he? Okay, there he is. It's not the same guy, but when you enter the secret passage, you see a dead guy, kind of in a heap.
I just want to point out that, like, Skitter was literally harping on and then got a harp.
Wait, so these vines, they could have been his.
You don't know. There's a lot of blood, though, so this isn't the same, like, wood guy. I just don't have a generic druid yet. Because I've been focused on other things.
So this is a real druid.
Yeah, so this is a real dead druid.
And how recent is this?
You don't know. The blood looks like dried, but not that dry.
And he's most definitely dead?
Oh yeah.
What are the nature of his wounds?
It looks like a lot of claw marks.
Claws?
Yeah, it kind of looks like somebody ripped him apart.
What kind of creature would do this? Are there any, like, footprints, paw prints in the blood?
It actually looks like he kind of he managed to make it here before dying. So like you could see some of the traces. He was the one that opened the door and crawled back in here, but he didn't manage to save himself beyond that.
So where was he attacked? You mean he crawled up into the window, then into this hall and died?
You don't know. The traces don't start immediately. And none of you are skilled enough in tracking to really know.
Is the druid recognizable?
Apart from the fact that he's got reclaimer robes on, which you've started to recognize, nothing about him is recognizable. Like, not his face or not his anything.
What a grisly end.
Yes, well, hope that doesn't happen to us. Yeah, we'll be fine. We shrugged off a hell of a lot worse.
I mean, we faced undead and slimes, but I don't believe either would do this kind of damage. Well, maybe undead would.
Alright, around the corner.
Okay, so down the corner, you see a staircase leading downwards.
Whoa.
Hmm.
And what's at the other end of the hall?
It turns.
Well, should we see where this passage leads or go down?
I think going down probably would... Nah, I don't think it's worth our time. This passageway is extremely long. Jeez.
I wonder if it goes around the entire wall. Like the outer perimeter of the wall.
It does.
My understanding is that if we went down, we would wind up in the like the not the aqueducts, the viaducts, like the flooded out areas. And
actually,
we've already been to that area.
The stairs just go like it's a short tunnel. It doesn't bring us back down there. At least not that I could see.
Oh, okay. Well then, let's just continue around the other side then.
Yep. Let's continue around at least this level before we consider going down any others.
Okay.
Exactamundos. Alright. I guess I'll continue to walk point.
Yep.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
You're the one made out of metal after all.
Bloop, bloop, bloop,
We're
bloop.
flesh blobs.
Only partially metal.
I kicked the druid.
Okay. He yeah, there's a squelch from rotting corpse as you kick him. Yeah, it's gross. Okay, so you make it to the corner, and you can see a fair ways down the passage. I'm just going to kind of reveal it. I guess realistically, you can't see shit. It's pitch black in here.
Oh yeah, as
Dimitri
Warforged,
have
I
night
lost my
vision?
night vision.
Yeah, you don't have night vision.
I mean, I could use light. I think I have that as my cantrip now. I decided to choose a new cantrip
because, meh, I don't know what my third one was before.
All right.
See, I can use
Use
that.
light.
Shoo!
Okay. So you,
Light.
yeah, now you can actually properly see as long as you're near Alarin.
Alarin. Okay.
Hey, should I give myself that little aura glow?
No, that is way too much work.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys,
Ah!
yeah,
Maybe a little bit more. How much does
it's
like
30
the-
feet.
30?
Yeah, so 6 tiles.
Okay. Ah.
Yeah, no one can see it.
I
I
can't.
can't see it.
Oh, really? Only I can see it?
That's not a very
enough.
effective glow.
But
I will light the way for everyone, and then she's the only one that can see it. She just wanders into the darkness, and we lose her forever.
there has to be a way for me to save it with everyone. That's so weird.
Okay, so you guys find yourselves in a little like secret chambery place.
With another chest?
Yep, there's a chest there. It's not locked.
Well, what lies within?
Okay, you find. Let me figure it out. Where is the? Okay, here we go. Inside you find.
Oh, you can see my aura.
Yeah, I said so. So you find 4 little upgrade orbs and a pair of boots.
Ooh.
And the boots are kind of cold to the touch.
Weird.
Who wants to keep track of the upgrade orbs?
I mean, I don't have any more as far as I know. Yeah, I
Let
don't
me
have
see
any
if
more
I
upgrade
even have
orbs.
any more.
Oh, I
think
do
I
have. Do have 2 orbs, but they're little
I have
ones.
one. I have 1 upgrade orb and 1 sticky sword.
I forgot about the sticky orb.
I never used it. We were waiting for something very special.
Oh yeah, I'd use the spellcaster orb on my necklace. What did that do to it?
I had forgotten that.
Do I just get like a bonus to it?
Here, let me think. I'll next time you get into a fight or cast a spell, I'll have an answer for you.
Okay.
Let's see. Advanced. Oh yeah, there we are. Actually, speaking of auras. Hey Bird, your aura is a 10-foot thing, right?
Yeah, it's only 10 feet,
Okay.
because it's passive.
If this kingdom had a smuggling
There we go.
problem, I can't imagine where it came from.
So that
It's because
that
of this
is the
gargantuan tunnel.
that is the bird saving bonus if you guys are nearby.
I see it.
Okay.
That'll hopefully remind everybody. Okay.
Oh, so that
Yeah,
if you
I'll
meet-
remember.
That means if you put an aura on me, everyone should be able to see
Yeah,
it.
so now you guys can see auras properly.
Okay, fun.
So you guys have looted the place. You don't find anything else of really any use. Looks like the rest of the stuff was like dried food that did not go bad.
Well, is it
I
any that
remember.
we can use? We probably
Yeah.
want to use it as rations.
Yeah, if you guys want to stock up on rations, you are more than welcome to.
How many rations
okay.
does this give
Sure.
us?
I will admit, at this point, I've given up on the ration system.
Well, at this point, we each
well,
should
at
deduct
this
1
point-
ration for the rest.
At this point, I mean, we've been using resting as an honor system this whole time anyway.
Yeah,
We haven't
it's
been abusing it, so...
unless you guys run into a place where you are running out, then we'll just set you at like a limited amount. But let's say the maximum you carry on you at a time is 5, and you guys can go back up to 5 here.
Okay.
Okay.
And then if you
I
ever
will
run
now
into a
go
point,
down to 5.
you can have more than that if your character is like willing to do that. But after a certain point, I'm gonna have to be like, you have too much shit on you, because you don't none of you have upgraded your bags of holding. So that at this point, they're bursting at the seams.
Wait,
Says you, I
That's-
never collect anything.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's true.
Bags of holding run out of space.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, should I... maybe I'll use my 2 upgrade orbs on my bag of holding?
Okay, it looks much less full, and it seems a lot more spacious.
Yay!
You guys can upgrade pretty much everything if you want to. But since none of you guys bother looting anything, I haven't really, like, been too stringent on it. I guess
I
except
like
for
to keep
Alarm,
my
yours was a
D&D
problem.
campaigns and my inventory systems very simple. If it's not in my immediate hands, don't really care about it too much.
Then how are you going to collect one of every weapon?
They're not poked mans.
And then you can make basically like the Game of Thrones throne for your Warforged.
Alrighty. Who wants to venture deeper into dungeon?
You can't see over there.
I
that's
can
why I'm
see
trying to keep
10
up with
feet
them.
in front of me. Alright. Oh yeah, I remember this area. I mean, I don't because I have no spatial reasoning, but when we were playing here last time, the person controlling me remembers that this area looked kind of weird. And
Yep.
a secret tunnel in the top of the map would explain why that was the case.
Is Skitter following?
You
Yeah,
don't
Skitter's
know-
following. He has dark
You can't
vision,
see
so he's
through
not,
walls.
he is not too worried
That's what
about
I'm saying. Like, the player knew this. I don't know who that guy is.
All right, so at this point, we must be at the other corner.
Yep.
Would
So
you
you
say that a
guys
little
have-
bird taught you? Told
Shut
you.
the hell up.
Wow.
Been waiting with about 6 years for that joke. Not the
So
number of
you
years.
guys have found your way back to more or less the initial chamber that you were in. I'm just gonna carry Skitter over on the side or something. I don't know. There we are. So yeah, you get the door open and you can go back into that that little side room that you'd found your way into last time on your own.
Oh hey, I remember when I was here last.
It's been
This area
looted
looked
already.
kind of weird. And now if there's a secret tunnel wrapping around it, I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
I think you were unconscious last time.
Wait, we're all the way back in this tower? Section?
Apparently so. I assume that this place is super duper weird and crystally looking now, yes?
No, the interior of the building actually is not, but you can't see out the windows because there's like a thick layer of crystal covering it, and it's like starting to come in the windows.
We should tread very carefully. This area gives me heebie-jeebies.
Well,
We slept here once on purpose.
I did want to see what was also going on with the thwomping stone.
We'll work our way back there. I just
So-
want to explore. If there's a
Down
secret
further.
tunnel, you can't tell me not to explore it.
I'm going to reveal the whole thing because you guys pretty much have full run of the
Thank
place.
you.
You're the only ones that know it's there. So the entire tunnel runs the entire course of the small keep, or at least the small old keep, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, it's actually, it doesn't look like anybody has been here before, really. Like, there's a thick layer of dust covering the floor, and the stonework looks fairly old. And surprisingly pristine, like better stoneworking than pretty much the rest of the keep that you've been through. So whoever had made this had made it well, and then never ever used it.
Weird.
I'm surprised
Well-
the druid knew about this.
Oh yeah. I guess around his area, is the dust any different? Or is it just like this area that we've noticed the dust is like
No,
thicker?
it was pretty dusty where he was. The only reason why it wasn't like immediately obvious was because there was dried blood everywhere, which was a little bit more obvious.
Oh, so this goes back to
Interesting.
the barracks where Greg had fought
Well,
those other soldiers.
Yeah, things went pretty poor for Greg in this room.
Wow, we found this the first time around. There might be a lot fewer dead people.
Yeah.
Like
so
us.
do you actually go out into that room, or are you just kind of at the door?
Oh, why not?
That's always a
I
loaded
guess
question.
I committed to it. I should stick with it if I'm going to move my token around, right?
Okay, so you go out in there, and there are two very familiar individuals.
Oh, god damn it.
Uh-oh.
They
you walked back.
are
Cliffhanger.
yeah, they are actually slumped over the beds, and you can see like kind of crystal growing on them.
Oh.
Oh, so you're
Are
not
they
going to put
very
soldier
much dead?
tokens down?
They're very much dead. I can put the
Oh,
soldier
is it the
tokens down.
Oh, is it the people who killed him?
Yeah,
Or
the
captured
two
them?
people that had knocked his ass out previously when he came through. They
For a
are
brief moment, I'm like, it's Greg and Gorlar.
they're
No.
no, they're just in these beds and they are motionless.
I go over and attempt to break off some of the crystal growing on them into my hand.
Yeah, it takes like a little bit of effort. It seems pretty well entrenched. But eventually you have like a small chunk of crystal.
Weird. It seems to grow off of organic and inorganic material alike.
Well, were these
Those were
soldiers
big
the
words.
homunculi soldiers, or were they human soldiers?
These were homunculi. I mean, you can also come over and check yourself.
Okay, what do these guys look like?
They look like kind of okay. So roll an Arcana check, because okay, so you know what a homunculus is, and you know they're kind of freaky. So these guys look like they were kind of assembled from not from bits and pieces of people per se, though they do look a little bit mismatched. It looks more like somebody had clay, like fleshy clay, and sculpted what kind of were people. And then put them in armor and made them pretend to be guards. So they've got kind of wicked-looking claws, and like their faces are horrifying. And just in general, they look wrong. Like the musculature is kind of there, but like not really. It looks, you know, kind of that lion, the taxidermied lion that
Yeah.
they brought back the dead lion and had the taxidermist try and make it up. It kind of like that. Like it's almost sort of, but not really right.
Bleh.
So it's like some entity that only vaguely knew what humans looked like tried to create a facsimile.
Yeah, or just not an expert on the matter. You're not really sure.
Huh. But
And
the
you
crystals...
you do notice a fair amount of blood. That kind of is smeared through where you are.
Oh, and where does the blood lead? Is it something that's on the homunculi
It
or
looks
derived
like
from
it looks
it?
pretty old blood, like pretty old blood. But it looks like something had dragged someone or something through this room and then out the doors.
Oh, that may have been Greg.
Definitely was Greg.
It was definitely Greg.
Yes, I guess the story here for you to know is that after Drez was gone, I assume he died, and after you were taken captive, I attempted to pass myself off as guard, and it didn't go too well. And this was about one of the last things that happened before Greg got thrown into portal to hell.
You were trying to wear armor over armor.
Apparently that was actually the correct course of action. I did not know it at the time.
Well, unfortunately, everything around this is covered in crystal, right? We already sort of looked...
The like edges of the doors and the windows have crystal growing on them, and then the beds.
What's the temperature like? Is it warm? Is it cold?
It's cooler.
It's
Definitely
frigid
being
here.
yeah, being in the crystally zone, you are definitely cooler than normal, and it doesn't help that the secret passage itself is more frigid than even the barracks.
Oh, wait, but I have cold resistance.
Yeah.
Alright,
So you
well,
are all good.
I think the best case of action at this point is to head back to the druid that got us into this area first, and then proceed
And
to
then
look
kick
at the
him again.
flockies.
Oh, hey, guys, there's another staircase over here. Maybe it just goes under the gates.
I can't see shit. Thank you.
It does. Like, that's just how you get back to the other side.
Oh,
Oh,
it just hops
wow.
you to the other side.
Yep.
What?
I like
You
grabbed
stretched.
the I grabbed the stretch marker for Skitter instead, so suddenly I had extra wide.
How did you know that, Skitter?
I was here, remember?
Oh, you were going through the secret passage in the walls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go back into this room. I say. Well, who's your god now? It's Dimitri.
The strange eldritch eyeball is dead, and the party has full reign to explore the old keep. What will they find in the sub-dungeon, the side building? Who knows? Well, I guess you will. On the next episode of Dungeons & Dragons: Grave of Man.